Fox News is talking about Kamala Harris, and the bail fund, and a lot of other stuff they're trying to drum up. But I want to talk about the thing with creating the bail fund for whatever it was that happened to bail people out. Black people are forced into the situation that they were into. And, like telling people that if you don't like it, go back to where you came from when you were drug over here and shackled in a boat and had to lay in a certain position for the balancing of the boat, and that's all you could do, and that you had to adhere to that. And then some people today say go back where you came from. But anyways, so they're kind of pushed into a situation, and someone creates a bail fund to help them. People are full of prisons. People bail people out all the time. And I hear Fox News talk about stuff going on in situations, stuff being only tolerated and allowed to happen. Well, let's look at black people and all that and their situation. And if you're honest with yourself, you clearly see what's wrong with it, what's happened to them, and how the situation has gotten much worse. But I knew the son of a government contractor that was he was into some shit, and his son moved down here because his dad gave him the option: either he get your shit together and work for me, or he made up the thing to come down here, go to school, because he didn't want to. But what he did was, he didn't just get in 1 accident, 2 accidents, 3 accidents, 4 accidents drinking and driving. It got to the point with his drinking and driving and getting in accidents, and his dad knew people, and everyone would make it disappear until it happened so many times that they told him, like, look, dude, we'll do this with this situation here, but it's starting to look suspicious. And after this, we can't do anything else for you. Like, you get another DUI in an accident, like, you're gonna have consequences for it, because it's starting to look suspicious. Guy watched Fox News religiously, his favorite channel, and there's other things that I'm just gonna leave alone, because I can't say definitively what happened, but. Like, this guy, so one time where he says he needs to go out somewhere, and I came over to his house and we get in his car. He was driving, but he wasn't supposed to be, or whatever, but I found that out later. But like, one time I'm with him, and the thing is, he wants to be a politician, and that's why he's coming down there to go to school. He doesn't want to do the father's thing. His father gave him an ultimatum, and he made up what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a politician, so he comes down here, takes classes, going to school. And I met his brother. I worked with the guy, and I met his brother. And you see, like when I say this people were into some money with government contracts and they got them, like, I met his brother, and he said something about Australian people, and I was like, like, when I hear comments like this, it really rubs me wrong, and like, from then on, I really, like, just avoid the person. But he was saying, like, basically what was said and portrayed to me is that Australian people are messed up. It's a bunch of bad DNA, and they're nothing but a problem for the planet. He was talking about people being messed up and being a problem for the planet, and he said, look at the Australian people. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude. So it's not just, get out of trouble 5 times until they say, we're going to do this for you this time. It's looking suspicious at this point. To his brother saying some shit about hot fucking genocidal bullshit to me. you know, and the government contracts, and you know, it's just, you know, I sit there and watch Fox News say the things they say, and try and create. I will literally like watch them, and then like freaking go watch a few days later, say something on TV, and see someone on an MSNBC or CNN that they're interviewing out in the public, and literally, dude, the people will literally like, you know, it's Fox with what they say, and they sit there and they say it with this dumb look on their face. They don't even understand what they're saying, and they're fumbling to try and put the words together for what they're expressing. And it's like, you know, that's some shit Fox frickin's been going on for fucking 3 days about it, you know? And it's just like, it's ridiculous. I mean, you know, what Fox is doing shouldn't even be legal. Shouldn't even be legal. You know, it literally should be, what they're doing, in my opinion, is literally domestic terrorism. Nothing less than that. It is literally terrorism. And what Elon Musk has going on over there at Twitter, it's a cage with bars with people thrusting weapons through the bars where they just can't reach anybody. You know, it's like, you know, the privileged, you know, someone who's running for president makes a bail fund for people who have been nothing but taken advantage of and pushed aside and treated like shit by white people in the school system. It's amazing. I'm sitting here watching the world right now, and I'm like, you know, I never anticipated this. And what I gotta say, man, there are 8 billion people, there's nearly 9 billion people on this planet, and we are letting less than, God, man, it's gotta be like less than frickin' 10,000 people on this planet just create all the chaos. And I mean, what's with the previous 2 versions of the UN and now the 3rd one? And what happened with the last 2 before the wars broke out is happening now with the 3rd one. You know, it's like shit, man. So, you know, like, what it really boils down to is we're their puppets, and they're fighting over resources and land. You know? And I'll close on this. Mr. Prime Minister, I am not being a useful idiot. I can just clearly see that 2 wrongs do not make a right. And I hung out with a Jewish guy for about 1.5 years of my life. And he told me what? He told me what is going on over there is fighting over land. It's a battle over land and resources. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a battle over nothing more than land. And a small group of people are making it happen. And the Prime Minister's upset because he can't get the weapons he wants to do the death and carnage and genocide that he wants to carry out. It's kind of weird when his own people for his own country are saying things that are very understandable, but he wants to come to my country today and call me a useful idiot. You are a fascist in my eyes.